Hey, this is Jason Kanigan from Make Space Boring, the quick show about who I'm meeting and what I am studying out there in the space field. We've got some pretty cool announcements. Remember, we're on a mission to make space boring, which is about getting the public to use and buy and go to work at space jobs, space-based products and services like they do terrestrial ones today. When this is all normalized and we're all used to it, then we'll all be making money, and that commercial adoption is really what we're seeking here. The world situation the way it is, nobody's having any fun. We're all stuck where we are, can't travel anywhere, can't make any plans, there ain't no conferences, so I thought, why don't we have a virtual space conference and have some fun? And a number of other people agreed with me, so I made a decision, took some quick action, and within a few hours had 6 other great speakers and myself. I don't know if I'm that great, but I'm hosting the thing, so I'll be putting it on. But this is going to be Thursday, April 9th, here in 2020 at around noon to 2:30 EST. It's earlier in the day Eastern because I want to, we've got some sign-ups already, and those folks are in Africa and Europe, some of them, and I want to make sure that there's at least a 6-hour time difference there, right, from the East Coast, so that they have a chance to be there. I don't want it to be 3 in the morning. So it's your chance to hear from these folks here. Dr. Rick Fleeter, who's our technical engineering advisor. He teaches at Brown University in La Sapienza, Rome. Can't be in Rome right now because of the travel restrictions, and so he's kind of stuck here. He's doing courses, he's teaching over there, but he's having to do it by Zoom at 3 in the morning, and that's kind of freaky. But unexpected consequences in small sat design is what he's going to be talking about there. Dr. Marie Bajaj will join us, collision detection, orbital tracking, all kinds of cool stuff. Not as figured out as you might think. Those two I have interviewed before on the Cold Star Project, the full format show. You can go look them up. Dr. Laura Forsick, who's got a great book called Rise of the Space Age Millennials. If you're a student, I really want you here. If you're an undergrad or a graduate student in a space program, join us because Dr. Laura is all about career advice in addition to the analytical stuff and the policy stuff she does at Astrolytical. And her book, Rise to the Space Age Millennials, is all about stories of young people who have gotten into space careers. And so there's a lot to learn about that. As a matter of fact, I got some great feedback from Caltech. A student there was telling me, and these are his words, not mine, so they're even better than mine. Right? He was saying, look, a lot of our conference stuff is academic and research based and that, and maybe not that exciting, but this is going to be fun and about like, how is this space industry being formed and what are our careers going to look like? So take his advice, not mine, and be here for that. Dr. Gordon Ressler, who is head of something called Robots in Space. He's a past DARPA program manager. I have interviewed him, but that hasn't come out yet. Dr. Laura Forsick's interview is out. You can go watch that. But Dr. Ressler, he's got a lot of experience, and I love the integrated replaceable parts, the robots, that kind of design mentality that he espouses. I completely agree with. Rick Ward, who's the founder of Orbit's Edge, which is a company that's looking at putting data processing in space, and we've done an interview with that, hasn't come out yet either. But let me tell you, when I first heard about this idea of putting satellites with computing power in orbit, I was like, why do you need that? But this thing's called edge computing. The more you find out about it, it's like, oh, after a couple minutes, I was like, all right, I'm sold. Makes sense to me. Joseph Paris of the Operational Excellence Society, he'll be on. And I really want him on because he's an outsider, new to space like me, but companies need this stuff, what he is sharing and what I'm sharing in the process improvement. And for him, he's even more strategic, I think, than I am at Cold Star here. He's got a different perspective. He's got a book called State of Readiness. I took 3 pages of notes when I read through that thing and used that for the interview that I recorded with him earlier this week. And finally me as planned speakers on there. So I do want this to have a quick pace to it, so I think these folks are going to talk for about 20 minutes each and then have a 10-minute Q&A, and then we'll move on. And originally I was thinking breakout rooms, but after a day of thinking about it, I was like, nah, I don't want you guys having the movie Seven, decisions to make. Which part of you is expendable? Like, do I listen to Dr. Laura Forsick, or do I cut off the Mariba jaw? And to do that, I don't want you to have to make those choices. So they're going to speak sequentially. It makes it easier for me to record. I think I'll be able to record that no problem, as one big room, and then we'll have to manage the muting and unmuting, but I think it'll be okay. In that respect. So I want us to have some fun. And other speakers have mentioned that word a lot. We're all going to be kind of stuck here for a while, at home, in our offices, wherever you are, not able to have the mobility that we're used to. And so this is a chance to virtually get out, meet and greet people, learn stuff about the space industry. We've got these design, tracking, career, program management, and technology topics, right? So you're going to learn a lot. It's going to be fun and fast-paced in that. So there is a page for you to go in and sign up. I'll link to it in the description below. That's an information page you're signing up for. I do not have a registration page up for it because it's only been a couple days since I had the idea and started organizing people. I move fast. I have like 10 years of online marketing experience in that, but I'm not instantaneous, But over the weekend, I think I'll be able to get that registration page up, and we'll be able to get people placed in there and ready to go. So that's the most exciting thing that I've got going on this week. So we recorded with Joseph Paris of the Operational Excellence Society. I mentioned that before, so I'm not going to repeat myself. But the next thing that we did was I met up with Dr. Rick Fleeter, who is our technical engineering advisor, and we've done an interview with him. It was one of the first ones that I did in season 2 of the Cold Star project. And so you could go check that out. Guy's got a lot of experience, man. And this is the bedrock of, like, you can be a great engineer, but if you haven't seen something before, you're going to stub your toe, right? Same with me. We make mistakes, and then we go, okay, next time, if you're smart, you can anticipate that, right? This could show up. So he has tons and tons of experience about what those landmines waiting out there for you might be. And so we made a couple of videos, and we're going to make a couple more next week. I posted one yesterday, and I'm going to post one after this. And these are in this Make Space Boring playlist. So if you see this video in isolation, know that on the Cold Star Technologies YouTube channel, there are playlists where I've broken down all the videos on this channel into different topic areas so that you don't have to look through 150 videos to find what you want. And so there is a Make Space Boring playlist, and those videos will be included in there with Dr. Rick Fleeter. And so if you're a student or new to the industry, or even if you're experienced, right, go check those out, because he's got a different way of thinking and a lot of experience building satellites, and you'll see, this is the kind of thing that you should be looking for that might stub your toe. And this is in the realm of we don't know what we don't know. That's where it is. And we've all got that, and it's huge. The we don't know what we don't know part is like 7/8 of the pie or more. Okay, and I think it's increasing all the time. People tend to think about it as being like a quarter or half or something like that, because you've got, I know what I know and I know what I don't know, but then there's the unknown unknowns, and those are enormous and compounding all the time, and it's kind of frightening to if you directly try and think about it. So I will close with a request for you to go down into the description and look for the link for signing up for that info on the Make Space Boring virtual conference. Again, it's coming up on Thursday, April 9th. And this is to be on the list for me to send you information about it and to the registration page when it's ready over the weekend, early next week, something like that. And I've also gotten some requests to include papers from people who even aren't speaking. They've connected with me and said, hey, can I share this with people who have signed up? So I was like, yeah, sure. Send it in. And so there will be on the Cold Star Tech site resources page that you'll have access to for signing up for the info page, not even for signing up, registering for the conference. But I think we're capped at about 300 people on Zoom. It's possible I could get room for more, but I need to see what demand really looks like. We've got a number of people signed up for that info list already. That's only been out for a day and a half, something like that. So I'm excited where this is going. We're going to have some fun. The energy level with the other speakers that I'm experiencing is great. I have to convey that because you can't see the LinkedIn messages and stuff like that. But it's going to be fun, and I hope to see you there. This is Jason Kanigan for Make Space Boring, episode number 36. Wow, huh? And it is the 20th of March today. It is spring if you happen to be watching this on another day. I will see you next week. Thanks for watching.